Hi, Pooja.
Hi.
Hello, Sunila. Uh, I can't see iPad. You may want to change your name.
Hi,
Hi.
I had opted for 5 o'clock meeting, but
Uh,
then I decided to join at
wow,
8 p.m.
that's
It's
that's
okay?
nice. Yeah. It's perfectly
Thank you.
fine. I want more people to join in the morning meeting. That shows the commitment. But yes, everyone has their different commitment and stuff. Okay, Vishwanath. And KS, can you just write your full name or some name that I can call you? That would be nice. So where are you joining us from, Sanila?
I'm joining you from Thane, Mumbai.
Thane, Mumbai. Nice. How about you, Pooja? Hello.
Sorry,
Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Kanpur.
Very nice. Welcome. Vishwanath, Kavita, you may switch on your videos. And I'm currently in Zindabai in Australia. It's a skiing area. It's 12:30 in the afternoon here, and it's pretty cold. Last night it rained and snowed, -5 degrees. So that's why I'm wearing a
Oh,
jacket inside the reception area. So there is a
yeah, I
fireplace.
was wondering the same. I was wondering the same. I said it's so hot here in Mumbai.
Right. So there is a fireplace behind me just to keep me warm. And
Oh my God.
yeah. So it's nice. It's a tourist place, but still it's freezing. And for hot-blooded people like us, it's just too cold. Anyways, so welcome, Toral. Hi, Kavita. Where are you joining us from? Hello, Vishwanath ji. Where are you joining us from? Hello. You may unmute yourself and introduce yourself. That would be nice. Otherwise, others who are not talking may mute themselves. So there is no. Yeah, I hope you can hear me and see me clearly.
Yeah, we can see you clearly.
Can you hear me as well? Because there is a music going on in the background. I hope it's
We
not
can
too
hear you.
distracting. Okay, perfect. Nice. So where are you joining us from, Vishwanath ji?
I'm joining from Bangalore.
From
I'm right now in Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay.
Bangalore,
Nice.
Bangalore,
Nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Karnataka. Okay.
Very nice. I'll
Right.
just put on my gloves as well. It's a bit freezing for my hand. So, yes, Toral, where are you joining us from? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I don't know how to permanently unmute this thing.
You don't have to permanently unmute, but you can show me your video if that's okay for you. And where are you joining us from?
I am joining from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
yeah, how about you, Kavita? And I saw Rashmi as well. So let's start.
Hi, Meenal Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
afternoon for you. Yeah. Kavita
Doesn't
here. I'm
doesn't
joining you from
matter.
Mumbai.
Lovely. Welcome. Welcome
Thank you.
everyone who has come. People who have the videos on, I can see them much better, and it's much nice to talk to people whom I can see, right? So it'll be nice if you can switch on your videos. Hi, Rashmi.
Yeah, hi, hello. I'm from Delhi.
Nice. So all those who have, I'll just take your name quickly, all those who are there. Debarati, Dilshad, Kavita. There are two Kavitas here. Ratna, Sunila, Torul, Vanna. Very nice. Very nice to see you all. And you may write wherever you are joining us from. And I welcome you all from Zinderbein. Yeah. So yeah. So it's a very so first me welcome you all, and now you may all mute yourself so that there is no disturbance for others, and we will ask you. I'll keep you asking you wherever you need to be muted, but it would be nice if you switch on your videos. And I have been told my audio and video is clear. In case you face any problem, just let me know. I'll maybe the issue would be at your end. So just check it out. And let's start. Fine. Okay. So let me spotlight myself. Okay. Yeah. So just don't mind the background music and some distraction because I'm in a common reception area in a restaurant. Yeah, because internet wasn't great in my room, so I came here. Welcome to today's session. Today is the orientation session of the research that I'm going to undertake, and we need participants for the same. It's a very big thing that you have come on a Saturday morning. On a weekend, people tend to sleep, people tend to do other things, but you have taken out time for this. So thank you so much. And please be participative in this because I would love to talk to people. It gives me energy, that warmth that coming from the fireplace, that you also give me warmth when you respond and participate. So yes. How many of you want to make this world healthy, right? And yes, in the chat window. So I know that you are interested in making this world healthy. Yes, very nice. That was prompt, Pooja. Yes, very nice. Yes. Lovely. So, and how many of you don't want this world to be healthy? No, I'm not interested. Let the world die. I don't care. Okay, thankfully nobody is like that here. So so if you want to change the world, what do? We start with ourselves, right? So it's a sign, all those who have come here, that you are interested in your own health for sure, and you want to change the world with that. Okay, I think I need to switch on the recording. Just give me a moment. Just case. Okay, yeah. Right. So what is happening currently in India is, let's not go to the world. Let's start with India and Indian statistics. 2/3 of Indians, which is roughly 66%, and we will talk about that later, are 4.9 million people. That's around 49 lakhs people are dying every year because of the lifestyle diseases. 1/3 is heart related and 1/3 is other. So that's the number, and that's a very, very big number that's happening currently in our country. And one of the things that we can check to detect that if there is an issue in our body, then that is a test so what happens when our body is fighting? So if everything is fine in the world, there is peace, you don't need the army, you don't need the police, right? But if there is an army and police suddenly in an area, what it is, it signifies that there is something happening in that place. Similarly, in our body, when we are fighting, the WBC will go up, certain other markers will go up. That shows that body is trying to fight. And that's what we are going to do, that find, if at all, there are inflammatory markers which are high. And if those markers are high, that shows that there is some fight going on in our body. So how many of you have undertaken, you know that inflammatory markers are high in your body? So it could be some condition, and it could be in the form of some disease. Yeah. And many a times, if you're trying to lose weight and you're not able to lose weight, then the sign is the inflammation is very high in the body, and that causes the body not to lose weight. You know, inflammation can even cause that. So it's very, very important that we check on this one thing, which is inflammation. So what you are going to learn today in today's session is what is EASES and what's happening in the country. First of all, we'll understand what's happening in our country and what is EASES and what's this research all about, and how you can, if you feel aligned to doing something for your country, how you can contribute to this research. So let's start. Are we guys ready? So I'll start with the presentation. Share. And I'll just share the presentation here. And yes. Let me know if you're able to Zoom share. Okay, share. Okay. Are you able to see the slide? Okay. So just raise your virtual hand or write in the Zoom window. Yes. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Yeah. So this is the comprehensive study that we are undertaking. As what has been happening is whatever research that's been done across the world in medical science was never meant for brown skin or Indians per se. How many of you have heard about BMI or know about BMI? Raise your hands. Most of us do, right? If you go to a doctor, if you go to a gym guy, if you go anywhere, they will test your BMI. And how many of you know that BMI was meant for Belgians and it was meant for Belgian men with white skin? So it was never meant for brown. It was never meant for us Indians, or it was never meant for any other community except white Belgians. But we are using it because the insurance company used that as one of the markers. So many of the tests and research which has been done for nice, Tara. Which has been this has been done not for whites, not for browns, and not for Indians per se. So this research is an attempt because there is so much research that needs to be done. This research particularly is an attempt to help us tab, like if we can reduce the lifestyle diseases that's prevalent in our country. And can we reduce like the 4.9 million people that I mentioned about, many of these lifestyle diseases are preventable. So that is the good part. Since these are lifestyle diseases, they are born out of our habit, the way we are living. And if we have a lifestyle like that, which can cause a disease, we can change our lifestyle and we can undo the disease. Does that make sense? So many of the things that's been done in the Western world specifically were not meant for Indians. And what has been done under the Ayush research do not check a lot of, they don't have the modern research approach. So what we are trying to do here is to bridge that gap, though it's a very small thing that, it's a drop in the ocean. But what we are trying to do is to use the modern research for Indians, on Indians, so that we see the result on Indians. So what you have got yourself into is something very, very, very big. And what is happening in the urban population is most of us, so these numbers are for urban population, the working class, the educated people of India. So we are training our children to be educated, we want them to work, and we are passing on them with our basically our lifestyle, not just our genes, not just our food style, but also we are passing our lifestyle to them. So now these things, the best part is these are preventable. If we change our lifestyle habits, these are very well preventable. So you are at the right place if you want to change the world through you. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So so I am pursuing my PhD currently, and my topic for the research is a comprehensive study on EASES, which is a trademark registered protocol, which is based on the 5 elements of nature. And I have added certain few more in that under the ether element. And it deals with the identification, assessment, and harmonization for the natural reduction of inflammatory markers in the Indian urban population. So this is a very specific topic that I have taken up. And we would be not only doing the thesis on this, but we will also be publishing research paper based on our thing. So you are really a chosen one who have come and participated in this. It's something very big, and it's not like a one-time test or whatever. It requires commitment for your own health and also the community health. So it requires commitment of 96 days. So 48 days makes one mandala. So there is a very popular thing that to change a habit, you need 21 days. But what has been found that in 21 days, you just get a hang of it. How many of you have tried a habit for 21 days and it just slipped off your life, like very easily? So yes, Sunila is agreeing to this because 28 days didn't work. So initially, if you want to change a habit, go for one mandala or 48 days. Yeah, Toral has also tried that, right? So 21 days, though, it's again, maybe it was done on whites. I don't know the study. I don't know. Others are not listening to me. I mean, like a white predominant country right now. But yeah, I'm talking about my brothers and sister who share my skin, my country. The genes, the food habits, the healthy habits. Like people here do a lot of fitness thing, which is very, very good. They have a different genetic pool. And I was talking to the doctors here, and what I realized is they have similar health issues. But this research, I'm very, very clear that this is meant for our people, by our people, and it's for them. So one mandala is 48 days. So whatever habit you want to try it for 48 days. And if you do 2 mandalas, it becomes part of your lifestyle. It becomes more ingrained. So that's our intention, that one mandala will give us the direction where our habit or our lifestyle is going. But 2 mandala will kind of nail it. And that's why I have chosen this thing. So I know that this is much deeper research, and also this would get me the right committed people. Is it making sense? People who are committed in their own health for 2 mandalas at least should come for this. Even when I do one-to-one clients, I take them up at least for 90 days. so that, our cells of our body, which are changing. So it is said that in 3 months, our blood cells change. So in 90 days, you get a fair idea when we do the blood work that before and after the intervention of 96 days, you will see a difference. What will be the change? We don't know. So we are not predicting. That's the whole point of a research, that we just approach it with an open mind. Okay, so many of you know me, many of you don't. How many of you know me already? My name is Meenal Jaiswal, and I'm a holistic immunity coach. I'm based out of Thane, India. I stay there. Currently, I'm traveling. So, yes, but otherwise, I'm based out of Mumbai. I keep traveling a lot, even in India. And I'm a certified nature cure practitioner. I'm a nutritionist, a holistic immunity coach, and a researcher. So I call myself, in a funny way, a guinea pig. So I've tested myself for 10 years, past 10 years. I'm living medicine free without any supplements or medicine. And the work that I've been doing has impacted over 2 lakh people. So this is about me. But for research, I need you, right? It cannot be about one person. It's about a data pool that we are talking about. So my research is on the urban population in India. And what are the 5 elements of nature? What is EASES? Many of you have personally messaged me and asked, what is the EASES, So this is EASES. It's based on the 5 elements of nature. So we'll start with the bottom 2. The bottom 2 is the earth and the sea element, which is the stool element, which is the heavy element. It's the element that you can touch, which has weight, which has shape. So the whole, if you look at the globe, 75% of it is water, right? You see so much water, which is similar to our body. So we see a lot of sea. Okay. So sea element is predominant in our body. Even the water in our body is not a distilled water. It has lot of salts in it. It has lot of minerals in it. It's in the shape of water, blood. It's liquid with minerals in it. So it's not like distilled water. And that's why I have chosen sea element. And that's the water element. We have the earth element, which is the earth or the solid part of us. Then we have temperature. What is the difference between a live body and a dead body? The dead body has no temperature. It's not breathing, right? These are the 2 elements which are in the subtle level. So this temperature and air forms the Sukshma body, right? So the Vayu and the Surya. So these are the air and the sun that makes us alive. And again, it has a weight. You can feel it. Even protons of sun has some weight. It's very minuscule, but it's there. And you can feel it. You can feel the air. You can feel the temperature. Like right now, I'm feeling cold here. So that's why I'm wearing the jacket. I feel the temperature. And when I go out, it's windy. I'll feel the air as well, right? So that is the Sukshma element. And then ether or the Akash. This whole universe has like 99.9999. I think there are like 18 or 27 nines and then a 9 in the end. That's the solid part or the gaseous part or the plasma part on this universe. Rest all is just nothing. There is no weight, there is no air, there is no temperature, it's just cold. There is no solid, there is no liquid in that space. Similarly, the Shunya represents the Akash element or the element which you cannot see, which you cannot touch. How many of you are able to think? You're able to think, you have thoughts, right? How many of you are able to sleep, right? So all this comes under the Shunya or the Akash element. It's a very, very subtle element and it's a very, very powerful element. So what I have done is I have combined the Mana, Buddhi and Ahankar into this Akash or the ether element. And so it's actually a culmination of a lot more. All those who join the program will understand more of this. And even doctors talk about it. So they say that most of our diseases are psychosomatic. How many of you have heard that statement? You're all fine, but many of the issues are psychosomatic in nature. Right? Kavita has raised her hand. She's agreeing to it. So what has happened? There is an issue at the Akash element. People are eating fine. They are drinking fine. They are getting enough sun and energy. They are breathing well. But the ether element or the thought process, the sleep process, how many of you are Netflixing or watching some OTT at night, binge watching, it's called binge watching, right? So all our Akash element is being hampered and tempered here. So this is what has happened. Like people are sleeping late, they are waking, their sleep cycle is distorted. And because of the social media, we get so much FOMO nowadays, right? इसके पास इसकी साड़ी मेरी साड़ी से सफेद कैसे, इसकी गाड़ी मेरी गाड़ी से बड़ी कैसे, right? We get into that FOMO. अरे मीनल तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया घूम रही है, मैं क्या कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे बैठ के कद्दू, like. So we all have that thing that happens. Through social media, we are so much bombarded today with the digital world. And then our mind goes for a toss. We all are stressed out. And that's why I have chosen this space of the working, educated, urban people who are stressed out, And if you don't sleep on time, it will, guess which marker is going up. Can you write in the chat window? If you're not sleeping on time and if you're not sleeping well, which marker is going for a toss? What will happen in our body? What will rise? Anyone? So it's my research topic, our inflammatory worker. Yeah, Pitta. But finally, if I want to test it, I don't know how we can test Pitta except for the pulses, but if you want to test it medically, your inflammatory markers would go up. It would show that your body is fighting and it's trying to preserve your sanity and health. So it's very, very important element to take care of, right? Is it making sense so far? Most of you have attended either my workshops, either some kind of a camp, residential camp. So you're aware, we are just covering through this quickly so that we just recap it. So this is the EASES framework. We will touch it very, very lightly, like just the overall picture, the big picture, because the focus is not on understanding this. The focus is more on how you find yourself a good fit, and then you can contribute to it if you align with this. So I'm on a mission that India, we don't lose out on people whom we can save. Does it make sense? Like if with a seat belt, if you can save yourself, use the seat belt. That's been already invented. With a helmet, if you can save yourself on road, then use that helmet and save yourself. If you switch on the light when you leave the room, or you can switch the tap off, you can conserve water. We all do that every day. It's just common sense. And similarly, if we can save lives, save our fellow countrymen, using a medicine-free lifestyle, then why not? But first of all, we have to live that and see how we change our life and have research to back it up, right? It has to be research-based, not Instagram-based or WhatsApp university-based, but the research-based. Then we know that, yes, this works. And I have seen people who have benefited from it. I have benefited personally from it. So just doing the big picture here. Ether element represents the spiritual and mental clarity. So how connected you are with your own self, with nothingness, basically. And that's what people say when they meditate, right? That you experience nothing. But it gives you a lot of mental clarity. I used to be an overthinker. And I used to think I am very intelligent, I have an IQ of 140, I'm very smart. I was overthinker and I was depressed all the time. I was sad all the time. I was unhappy all the time because I was thinking all the time. I don't know how many of you can relate to that. And because of that, I was not connected to even to myself. I was just externally, like living in this FOMO, like, oh my God, my life is so terrible. So now I'm more stable and there is a connection. Spiritual is not religious, so it's you need not believe in anything, but it's your own connection to yourself is my understanding of spiritual connection. Does it make sense? Are you connected to your own self? Do you have mental clarity? Are you stable? And are you in this moment, here and now? Are you with me, or are you checking something else? Is your mind somewhere else? So this is an important test you can do right now. Are you with me 100%? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? If you are, welcome. Good. Your Akash element is fine. And if not, if you're somewhere else, oh my God, when will I get my breakfast? Oh my God, what's happening? I don't know what's happening in the news, but yeah, you get the point. So that's ether element. Air element is the breath, okay? We will do a very extensive questionnaire for all those who join in. And where we will test where you are in all these 5 elements. Because like I said, somebody mentioned pith. How do you measure pith? I cannot test it. But for research, we need that. We need a research base which says, okay, this is what the baseline numbers were, this is what happened midway, and this is what happened at the end of the program. So we will test that, and it's a very exhaustive questionnaire, which we will check each of the element where you are, and you will be able to see that as well. And the test that we do, whatever you are doing here, it's for you first. First of all, it's for you. And it's also benefiting me. Does that make sense, right? Because I'm pursuing that research and I cannot do it without. So air element symbolizes the breath, vitality, and movement. It's very, very clear. We all know it, but if you know it and you don't do it, that knowledge is useless, right? So this place is all about doing it and seeing the difference, seeing the change. Then the cell element is about the energy and temperature for overall health. So this is very important that you experience even temperature. By the way, do you know that every day I take cold shower, head bath? So every day I'll wash my hair. Many women don't do it in India. Guys usually take a head bath every day. And even here, even in Sydney, I was doing that. Even here, where the temperature is 2 degrees, 5 degrees, minus 5 degrees, whatever, every day I'll take a cold shower. Like, it's not fun doing it here, but still I do it. And the best part, I don't catch cold now. I don't get flu now. I don't get fever. Touch wood. Maybe I would, if my body chooses for a healing crisis. But earlier, I would be, I don't know, sur word. Have you heard that? The nose is stuffy all the time. And you are like, like, oh, it's runny nose all the time. So I used to be like that, but it doesn't happen to me anymore. And people around me are like, you can take a shower in hot water. Oh, of course I can, but I will always end it with a cold shower. And yesterday when I took shower, it was like like a cold shock. My head was like this, it just froze. For 5 seconds, I couldn't even think anything. So maybe, yeah, the state of nothingness I attained in that cold shower. So jokes apart, sun element. So how is your temperature and energy? Even in the end of the day, are you charged up or you're just dead tired by evening? So that's a sign. And then we have the earth, the stool elements, the earth element, Prithvi element. It represents nutrition and grounding. So how many of you, we are in touch with nature? So in Thane, I stay on 20th floor, totally away from the ground, right? So most of us, like Vishwanath ji is in Bangalore, most of us are living in some high-rise building away from the ground. We don't even touch Mother Earth on a daily basis. So that's the earth element. And the sea element or the water element or the Jal Tattva. It symbolizes the fluidity and minerals in our body. We don't have flexibility. Many people cannot sit on the floor. Many people cannot cross their legs because there is so much inflammation in the body. And it also represents the water element, and it represents how flexible you are. Do you let go when? So it's at different levels that we will check in the form that you will fill in, where when we create the EASES report, it's a very detailed form. So yeah, what are the disruptions that's being caused? So You all know that, right? You are pretty smart people. We'll just go through it very, very quickly. So sleep thought patterns affect the mental clarity and peace of each one of us, especially the working class, especially one in the cities. गाँव में फिर भी थोड़ा शांति है, you know. I hope all of you follow Hindi. People are still more contented, more santosh. They have more content. They have, unlike city people like us who are living, most of us in FOMO. What will happen tomorrow? Will my son go to Harvard or not? You know, they will still recognize me or not? And so many other things. When the next pandemic coming, or it's really tough, right? And what will happen to the Formula One? Who will win? You know, what's happening to IPL? We have so many questions. Like we want to solve every issue in the world except our own life and own health at times. Like I was there, you know, I can speak for myself. And it didn't help me. I was just an overthinker, over analyzer, over judgment. I don't know. I had so many issues. I'm work in progress, and not that I've become a sadhu baba or I've attained enlightenment, but definitely I have come a long way now and long way to go still. But with your support, I think I'll take a few more steps. So sleep is disrupted badly because of the OTT and other work. Even people are working so late today. Imagine a world without electricity, without light. We all would be sleeping when the sundown comes, okay, right? When the sunset is there, we just sleep. Here it sunsets around 5 o'clock in the evening, and that's it. But we are just eating so late. We are awake so late, and air element in India, at least. The air quality of city, you know, there was a joke about Delhi that it's equivalent to 1 day is equivalent to 49 cigarettes, something like that. So you're having around almost 5 packs of cigarettes if you're in Delhi. That was the air quality. And when you breathe in that, you are bound to, our lungs were never meant to have that much cigarette without smoking. So, and plus the sedentary lifestyle, right? Most of us, like right now, I'm sitting in front of you, and it's a sedentary moment. And it causes a lot of issues in our health and body. And then sun element, we all are applying a lot of sunscreen, putting a cap, hat, and we are regulating. Like right now in the place I'm in, the temperature is regulated because minus some degrees happening outside. And earth element, wrong food choices. How many of us I used to love pizza and a lot of other stuff, and staying away from ground. Sea element, we are not consuming enough water through food. So most of us don't drink enough water, and most of are not eating enough water. So what is eating enough water is we are not consuming water through food. So all those who are here, most of you have attended some kind of camp and you understand what I'm talking about, right? So this is the thing that's happening. And so this is the backdrop of the research, you know, the 5 elements, the EASES framework. So what are we going to do? We are going to harmonize the inflammatory markers, okay? And we'll see if there is a reduction. So we need 40 participants for the program. We will take the best case scenario in the final thesis, but we'll have this data documented, and we need 40 people for that. How many of you are interested in that? Just, okay, so Kavita says yes. Devrati, I hope I got your name pronounced correctly. Sunila raised her hand. Very nice. Vijay ji says yes. Pooja says me. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Vanna says yes. Awesome. So I need people who are committed. You know, this is not something which is one time, okay, let's go for a pizza. It's not like that, right? It's something very, very deep, and we are being part of a research which will impact lives of the people later on, right? This research is going to be something very big. First of all, let's take care of us, then we'll change the world, right? So 7.5 years ago, when I lost 23 kgs in 3 months, I took care of myself first, and everything changed afterwards. And for the past 4 years, I'm helping people work on their health. And today, even chronic patients, people who had recurrence of cancer, have come and seen a betterment in their health. but they had to do it, right? So first of all, you will commit to your own health, and it's not a small commitment. It's a commitment for the country. It cannot be small, right? It's a commitment for a research. It cannot be small. It's commitment for the family. So first of all, you have to be healthy and happy. And then your family will be healthy and happy. And then your community will be healthy and happy. And this country will be healthy and happy, right? So this is the dominoes effect which we want to create through this attempt. It's a very, very small attempt in the work that's needed to be done. So we need 40 participants. Expected reduction in inflammation, we don't know. That's what research do. It approaches a process with an open mind. Does it make sense to you? So we don't know, each body is different, what will happen, and that's why we are getting the test done, so that we know what's happening in our body. But what we had seen is when you are more aligned and harmonized in the 5 elements, or EASES, we don't have diseases. So either you live in EASES or you live in diseases. When you switch on the light, the darkness is gone. So when you switch on the EASES, diseases are not there. So diseases is the state when you are away from EASES. Does it make sense? So when you live with EASES, there are no diseases, or at least reduce. It's not that much chronic or not acute that much, okay? So being a very, very open mind researcher, I can't say or commit. So when you come here, you commit your 96 days, roughly 100 days commitment. That's what we are seeking. And we want very selected few participants who are interested in their own health. It's something very, very serious we are going to do here. It's going to be simple. It's not complicated, but you have to stick to it, right? Because this would call for, first of all, your internal motivation should be there to change your health and change your life, first of all, okay? And then commitment to this practice. You have to practice it. And you have to, on a daily basis, initially send the information, I'll send you the trackers, forms, everything, all that will be done. But you have to fill it and send it to me. Keep it posting in the community. So regular feedback will be needed. There will be more sessions. We'll be meeting twice a month for any of your queries and challenges. Usually people who come to me, they pay per session, but this thing, I'll talk more about it, there is no money involved here. So this is very important. So this is your commitment. So you have to put hand over your heart and first of all, be aligned to, are you interested in changing the world? Are you interested in your own health, first of all? Are you motivated enough to do it? Because this is not a YouTube video that you're watching on health. This is something that you are getting into, and this is where you are committing into. You are getting into a space where there is a community of like-minded people. And maybe some people, you'll be put into different groups with similar health issues. Maybe you will have a lifelong friend that you can collab with. I don't know what will happen. So I met one of my friends in a retreat. And then we did 3 retreats this year, 1-week retreats that we conducted. I met her in one such programs, right? So we don't know what will happen. But magic is in doing. Magic is not in knowing, right? If I tell you all about swimming, but till the point you don't jump into water, you won't swim. That's my guarantee. So similarly, you have to do this, and you have to, because it's a research, you have to share the data. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. You get better health, I get to get my data points, and this country get a research based on inflammatory markers using this framework. Does that make sense? Awesome. So that's your role, which is a very, very important role, right? To be a research participant. Research participant as an Indian. Okay, so that whatever is done is by the Indian for the Indian, right? So this is what we would need. We would need your baseline blood test. You need to get a CBC done, an ESR test done, an HSCRP done. So this has to be closer to the commencement date. So from today till 12th, by 11th, you should have, I think, 10th, 11th, you should have all the numbers ready. So because these tests are not based on your food you have taken or not, you can get it done anytime. So your CBC should have your PV or the plasma viscosity or hematocrit. Okay, so I will share those things in the group. And so whatever lab you are getting it done, though it's not sponsored, but I prefer ThyroCare because they just come home, do the test, and it's pretty reasonable monetary also. And that's something you can take. You need to buy a body composition monitor. Again, all my clients have to buy one because we don't believe in BMI. We do not believe in tests which were not meant for humans, Indians for sure. So this is, again, we use as a tentative guideline. This is not something which is final, but we want you to use one body composition meter and one measuring tape. So get a measuring tape and get a body composition monitor. And then I will send you a form and we will create your EASES report, but you have to fill in that EASES form, okay? So that we can generate your report. So before you join the program, which will start on 12th of June, this is needed. Since it's a research work, it has to be done at so many levels. You know, it has to be, we have to done the screening, pre-screening, do a pre-program checklist. There are so many levels to it, and then group you with this in a particular thing. So there's a lot of work that's to be done from your side, my side. So just letting you know, this is what you have to get into. Then tracking that every day you have to share with me the form. It's a simple form, like nothing is rocket science here. It's a lifestyle habit. Like you have certain habits, you're living your life, but it will require your time and commitment to do that, right? So you will have to maintain your progress and accountability throughout the program, right? Because unless we have the data, there's nothing to prove. So I want people who are totally committed into their own health and then the health of the country. And so your health, your family's health, your community health, and the country health, and this world health, right? So this is the timeline overview. Today is 7th of June. We are meeting here for the initial orientation. And then on 12th of June, we'll have another session. I think it's 7:30 p.m. in the evening. And there will be one on 13th morning. So, you know, like some people like it in the evening, some people like it in the morning. So I'm trying to cover both sessions. I will reach India on 12th of June and I'm conducting this session. So I don't know how it works out, but let's keep the timeline set. And on 30th of July will be one mandala, 48 days. So you have to get these tests done again, the CBC, ESR, and HSCRP. And then 16th of September. So you have to get the test done thrice, okay? Is everyone clear on that? So, and then you have to fill the EASES form on 30th of July as well and 16th of September. So you have to fill the form, the major ones, thrice. And then besides that, there is a tracking sheet, which is on a daily basis initially, and then it will go weekly. Okay, so there are a few questions which will be in your mind, like how do you live medicine-free life? So can you take medicines? No, you can't. Because we don't know is the inflammation changes because of the medicine. And many a times it's the medicine which causes inflammation, right? So we can't trying to harmonize inflammation on one hand and increase medication on one hand. Though, as promised, we'll be making another group which may have medicine and would like to continue, but the thing remains, like you have to commit on your test, you have to commit on the EASES form and everything, but it will be a different group. So we'll be having two groups. One is like the pure ones, and one is who are doing it for health reasons, somebody who wants to. So I'll discuss that more. And suppose you're a complete newbie, then since it's not a educational or a learning program, it may not be the best place for you. So maybe some other program, I'll keep you posted when we do something more detailed on what is EASES, how to use it. So you should be conversant with the things. If I'm traveling, okay, so right now I'm traveling and I'm living by whatever I'm teaching, right? Or so I'm practicing what I'm preaching. So wherever you travel, it doesn't matter. You can follow it everywhere. So like you're breathing everywhere, you're eating everywhere, you're sleeping everywhere. It's more or less the same. It's habits, right? You have social events, a marriage coming up, your birthday coming up. I don't know what's the major next function in India. So it doesn't matter. One of my past clients, Toril, is here, and she managed so beautifully her social events. I was so impressed. Yes, Dilshad, yes, I will share that. So what lifestyle? So I understand you have attended some of the programs that I've mentioned in the form. And if you know them, you can very well do it. So this is not a learning platform. It's more about accountability. It's more about being part of a research. It's more about working on your health. So it's a doing program. Okay. It's not a learning program. So all those who have done some kind of a camp or a workshop, a retreat, maybe from Sharan, maybe from OJS, maybe from NDS, maybe from me, maybe Freedom from Diabetes. So these all are different proprietary programs, but they will give you an understanding of what are the 5 elements and how do you take care of your health. So this program is not for those who are like the first timers, they don't know except the 5 elements. I was there, but this is more specific for people who know it. Maybe they have got off tracked, or maybe they need a community of like-minded people. Otherwise, it's not very easy to do it on your own, right? Sometimes the family, sometimes the social reasons. So this will give you that space, all right? So yeah, so if you have low motivation, you can decide. You're the best judge. But do join because it's a commitment of 100 days almost, So do join if you are committed. If you're not committed to your own health, no one can be committed to your health, So I always say that, you work with me when you are committed. If you're not committed to your own health, I don't want you to waste your time, energy, money, whatever, So low motivation, this may not be your place. You watch your YouTubes, you do spirulina or whatever, so pop some pills and life is good. Maybe some other time, maybe this is not the right time for you. Maybe some other program would be right for you. Accountability, yes. So this is a platform to give you that accountability that you were seeking. Okay, koi to ho, where I am accountable and where I tell about uh, on a daily basis, I'm accountable, or on a weekly basis, I'm accountable. So this is the right platform. You'll find the like-minded people, you'll find the right community, and especially you'll be grouped together in the similar kind of issues, so you can discuss better and talk more. If you're low on technology, but since we are inviting people from all over the country, it will be better if you're good with Zoom. So if you're on this Zoom call, then you're good. And then you would need some technology for the tracking sheet. You should be okay with the Google Sheets and forms so that you can update on a daily basis and weekly basis. So it is helpful. You can initially take somebody's help in the family, but if you're like totally 0, it will be tough for you to pursue this program. So I may not recommend this for you. Yeah, remuneration, there will be no remuneration, as I mentioned a few times. It's both ways, right? So when I do a one-to-one program, I charge a decent sum for the 3 months program. All those who are interested, you can DM me separately, but this forum is not the platform for that. So I would not charge you anything for these 3 months, 96 days. Yeah. And yet at the same time, I'm not paying you money as well, right? So thank you for being part of this for your own health, for your family. So there is no transfer of money or no money exchange. Yes, and there will be certain charges that you have to undergo because you all are at different places and everything. So there cannot be like, I cannot take you to a test center or whatever. So you have to undergo these tests, the CBC, the ESR and the HSCRP. And maybe for diabetes, you have to undergo that. So it depends on your disease. Maybe you have to get tests done 3 times. And there is a form that is to be checked. Rest all tests, and you have to buy the weighing scale, which is body composition meter, which is like 1,000 rupees investment. So these are the investment that's required. But besides that, you don't pay me anything. I don't pay you anything. There is no transaction of money. And you have to fill up the consent form for the same, right? That you are consenting to be part of this. So that all will be done. I will put up in the group as well, the consent form. So all those who fill up that consent form, all those, he send me their reports, only those will be taken to the next level, and those will be invited for the 12th June meeting or the 13th meeting. Which all programs are eligible as a prerequisite? Yeah, if you have filled up the form, you already know it. So there was a list of programs that was shared, Vandana. So it could be with NHS, Arun Sharma ji, or yes. So the list was given. So it's the same list. It is new diet system or OGES or new health science, nature cure, basically understanding of the 5 elements and how do you live medicine free. So if you have that background and understanding, it will be much easier for you and also me to take you through, because the theory is done. This is about the swimming part, right? We are doing the swimming together. So it's more of an accountability platform. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So everyone is clear that about the money part, because this is a big part, right? So there is no remuneration for you or me. So your commitment and motivation is very, very crucial, that you're committed and motivated to do it for yourself, right? Okay. So why we are doing such a long research, right? Like, oh, so this is the magic of 2 mandalas. So one mandala, as I said initially, that you will just get a hang of it. It will become part of you. But when you do 2 mandalas back to back, then the real magic happens. Your blood work will change. I got more than 800 tests initially done when I researched for initially, I guess, 2.5, 3 years. I was obsessed about these tests. What's happening when I'm eating 70 kgs of mangoes? What is happening when I fasted for 3.5 days without water? So I have done a lot of tests and experimentation, as I call myself, guinea pig. So whatever I'm asking you to do, I have done it myself, and maybe more, like more crazy levels. I'll ask you not even a bit, like it's this much I'll ask you to do. But I need data points. I need a lot of data points. As I said, I need at least 40 people and consenting adults who belongs to the working class in India, living in India, urban population. So, but there is, as promised, there is another group which I'm putting all the people, but you have to do whatever is required out of you. Otherwise, it won't benefit you. It'll just waste your time. I don't want people who are not committed to their health. They are not interested in their own thing. Don't waste your time. Do something worthwhile that you love to do, right? Yeah. Cooked food will be allowed. Yes, cooked food will be allowed. Yeah. Particular diet to be followed. Yes, there will be guidelines, Deepali. So, okay, now when the food is discussed, it will be 1 meal of cooked food that will be there. And we will also do fasting, veg or non-veg. Vishal, it will be without animal food. No animal will be allowed. But if you want to continue with the animal, with the medicine or something like that, then you can come to the second program, like not the main program. For the main program, we want people who are very, very committed and focused, and they want to follow it to the T as much as possible for their own health, for the research sake, because we want the best case study to be showcased, and we would need those people to do it, right? So, and for those people, the serious ones, the chosen ones, right? We will, every one of us will have the initial detox and the withdrawal initially for the first 7 to 14 days. And then there will be the adaptation phase. The body is adapting to a new thing. Like I am adapting to this cold weather, which I'm not used to. I come from a tropical country and I love hot weather, but I'm adapting to this, right? So Adaptation day is 15 to 48, and then the consolidation phase important. So it's very, very important that you stick to this. You finish what you start. Because in our life, okay, let me tell you a personal example. So for 10 years, I was overweight. Like I explained to you, I lost 23 kgs in 3 months. I was overweight for 10 years. And I would lose weight, I would gain more. I would lose weight, I'd gain more. I'll lose weight, I'll gain more. And I was so frustrated at one point in time. I never thought I will ever lose weight because I was not finishing what I started. I just did it halfway. Oh my God, I lost 4 kgs. Too much work. Let me just get away with this. So that's why this commitment is important. You need to finish what you start. You need to complete what you start. Otherwise, it just stays like an open loop in your head. So I want people who are committed at least for 100 days for their own health, work harmonizing their information, see the result. And in that group, there will be selected few who will do a special detox protocol with me. So this is only for the few people. But it's a long process, a 70-day process in that, right? So I need very, very committed people. Otherwise, you won't get the benefit of this, so don't waste your time. Just have fun. It's perfectly fine. But I know people who are here and who are here till now, they are committed. You have a lot of motivation, self-motivation. And in the right environment and space, magic will happen. As far as ethics and privacy is concerned, it's also written in the consent form that all your identity, personal information shall be kept completely confidential, your name, your place, everything. But yes, we will use your data for research, right? Not just for this thesis. Can you take thyroid, sugar, heart medicine? Not for the core group. For the core group, we don't want people who take medicine, but for the second group, yes, you can take any medicine that you like. So second group is more chilled out group, but yes, you need to get the test done. You have to submit your data. Otherwise, we'll weed out those people who are not committed, in the thing. So it works both ways. You can withdraw yourself, and if we feel like it's you're not submitting data, you are facing some challenge, maybe it's not the right time for you, then we will also weed out people who are not committed. So participation, it's important that you are ready to put in the effort. Your dedication drives the success of the study. And you have to log in regularly and consistently document your process. So it's like few questions you have to answer on a daily basis so that you can monitor your progress and we can monitor your progress. And you share that thing as a data point. And we will have an open communication. You stay connected with the team for support and guidance. In case you face any challenge, then we can do that, right? Any kind of medicine, Vinita, you will be in group 2. Any kind of the non-compliance, then you'll be in group 2. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you can join that. Yeah, group 2. Sunila also group 2. Yeah. So medicine itself causes a lot of inflammation. You know that, right? Like non-veg causes a lot of inflammation. Dairy causes a lot of inflammation. So we want a clean group which are following things. So that is the core group. And then there is a group who is interested in with whatever challenges that they have. They're still interested. They're still committed to undergo this journey. So I'm inviting that, otherwise maybe they can choose something else. So it's a platform that I'm doing as an add-on thing because then I'm doubling my work, but still I said, why not? At least all those of you who have come to this group, universe has given me this opportunity to serve. So let me serve you one and all, in spite of the fact that your research can be used or not, but let's see. So I'm not closing doors to anyone. So it's up to you if you want to close the doors to your health or not. So medicine-free life with EASES. So no medicine shall be taken for the period of research for the core group. And, you shall be provided support for healing crisis and queries. So this is something that happens. Many of you are aware if you have attended camps and all, that when we start the Diwali cleaning, we see more things to be cleaned. right? Only when you are cleaning, you will find stuff to be clean. Otherwise, you turn a blind eye, everything is fine. So similarly, when our body is detoxifying, sometimes there are some fevers, sometimes there is nausea, whatever. So that's called healing crisis. And these queries, you'll be sorted and supported from the group. And but still, it's not advised that you take medicine. So I'm living medicine free for the past 10 years. Yeah, I said dairy, right. Yes, so we are not having any what do you call, animal-based products, Sunila ji. Yeah, Vishwanath ji, I understand your question. So you can go to the group too. That's not a problem. It's open. So I'll be managing 2 groups, and but the steps remain the same, right? You have to fill up the form, you have to get the test done. Thrice will get the test done. You have to get the machine. You need a body composition. Yes, Dilshad, there would be some kind of a physical exercises as a part of air element. Yes. But it's up to you what you want to do. So guidelines will be given, but we won't take up the exercises. Does that make sense? So both will start at the same time. It's both everything will start at the same time. It's just that 2 groups will be made. Awesome. I'm glad you're having these questions. And so now I'm opening the house. If you have any more questions, just type it out in the chat window and I can take up those questions. Yeah. So if you have any issues, concerns, queries, questions, I have answered so far whatever has been asked about medicine, about walking. If someone has acidic body, yes, that's the whole process, right? What is inflammation? Inflammation is basically we have a lot of acid in our body, and that is one of the reasons why we have inflammatory markers high. Cancer is nothing but an inflammatory disease, right? So yeah. That's a question I missed. Sunila ji, if you are newbie to this program, then this may not be the program for you. Maybe some other program by me, wherein I take you to the knowledge part, because this is not a knowledge part program. Here you need to know the 5 elements. You need to know what are the different therapies and processes that you are supposed to do. It's more of an accountability space where you do that, whatever you're taught. And Bandana ji, Ayurvedic medicine is a medicine. So no homeopathy. Good you asked that question. No homeopathy, no Ayurvedic, no herbal, no decoction, nothing. Anything that you are taking in the name of medicine to get better is a medicine. Okay. And even Ayurvedic medicine have they may cause inflammation to the body. So we are living a normal life, just like animals, birds, trees, and plants. They don't pop any supplements. They don't take any medicine. So can we live like that? So I have lived like that for past 10 years. I wasn't like that. Dilsha ji, which camp have you attended? Which health camp have you attended for 5 days, 7 days? So I can tell you in accordance with that, right? And undergone comprehensive, need to do. When was that? If it was done past week or something like that, Kavita, that can be used. Dilshad, if you're a vegan, but have you attended any program? Do you understand about the 5 elements? Do you understand the different therapies of the 5 elements? So I need to understand that. So this may not be, right now, this may not be the best thing for you. You need to first understand the science of EASES, So, oh, Vandana, yes. So if it's possible for me, it's possible for everyone. My sister, younger sister, she had a cancer journey and past 1.5 years, more than 1.5 years, she's living medicine free. So if it's possible for a cancer survivor, cancer warrior, I think it's possible for anyone, like hats off to her. She chose this path. Yeah, so Vijayji is asking if digression for a day or 2 of this program is acceptable. See, I cannot monitor you personally. I would not recommend it. But if it's something that is to be done, if it's like important for you and it's important for your body, then do it. but I would not say that it's a great thing. Some tests done on 27th of May oh yeah, I think 27th of May, it looks pretty recent. Yes, that can be used. I have log out. So should I continue? Do I need to log out now, or can you contact me for cancer? Should I continue? It's up to you, Sunila ji. If you want, you can log out. But I will share my contact details and everything in the end so that you can be around. But I'll post. So everyone is clear, right? That this is not a knowledge based program. It's more about doing. It's more about experiencing. It's more about being a part of research, wherein uh, for this, all the support of doing it will be provided. But you people, all those who are here, you are educated, you are working class, and Indians are, as it is, very smart and intelligent. So unless you know the science of it, unless you know the logic of it, we'll meet every 2 weeks, Vishal. If you have any case, any issues or whatever. So we'll meet every 2 weeks. But on a daily basis, yes, you have to post your result. And it's very, very important that you have the foundation knowledge. If you don't have the foundational knowledge, I cannot build on that. But if with the foundational knowledge, then it would be a right foot. But definitely we'll do a program, because lots of people have inquired about conducting a program. And in past few years, I'm just doing one-to-ones. I'm not doing group programs anymore. But a lot of you have come to me and requested for that. I'll see if we can do. Sonam is saying volume is too low. Is that so? Can anyone tell me my volume is too low? Yeah, Sunila says good. Okay. Sonam ji, you may want to check volume at your end. And how many days of water fasting during this program? So Vijay ji, we'll suggest 1 day of fast, but it won't happen right now. It will happen a bit while. But yes, 1 day of fasting every week is what is recommended. But it won't happen right now. Awesome. Thank you, Vishwanath for saying it's perfectly clear. Any other questions that you have? So we'll use all the 5 elements of nature. And I have added a few more things. I'm a NLP master practitioner. I use EFT in my programs. I use psychological testing of the diseases in my programs. So what we have under Akash element is really, really big, and we'll use whatever is relevant for you, what's good for you. And it's a great opportunity to each one of you to work on yourself and improve your health, improve your happiness quotient. And then the ripple effect is on the family, ripple effect is on the community. And you help me fulfill my mission of seeing a healthier, happier India. So that's what I'm committed to. And I want for my fellow brothers and sisters to do this research. And that's why I've got myself into this. And on a family vacation, I'm here with you because I'm committed to this research. Right? Any other question? Okay, awesome. So what are the next steps now? So the next steps is you have to get the test done. Okay, so I'm going ahead. Get the test done by 10th of June. If somebody has done in past 2 weeks, let us consider that. Attend the introductory session on 12th June. You have to fill up the EASES form. It will see all your 5 elements, a very detailed form. And there will be different respective groups that you will be added to once you have filled up the form after getting the test. And then after, you share the tracking sheet. Again, that would be provided. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to ask me right now. It's very, very simple. It's just that, we have to do a lot of things for research, but it's very, very simple. Please send the type of test to be done according to my health issues. Okay, what health issues do you have, Vijayji? Let's take it up. Okay, otherwise, Vijayji, since he may be typing, we need a CBC to be done. I'll post it in the group. CBC with plasma viscosity or the hematocrit. That's important along with WBC numbers, ESR and HSCRP. Thank you, Kavita. Yes, I practice a lot of modalities and I want others to practice these too, so that we get a lot of benefits from what we are doing. You will get the benefits only when you do it. There is no magic in knowledge, I'm telling you. Some people say ignorance is bliss, right? How many of you have heard this term, ignorance is bliss? Hannah? Ignorance has a price. It's not bliss. Suppose I go out and I do something which is not acceptable here, right? I'll be fined. I may be put behind bars. It's not bliss. And similarly, when you don't have knowledge about your health, it may take you to, I don't know, so many, of all the deaths that's happening in our country, imagine 66% is because of the lifestyle disease, many of which can be, right? So ignorance has a price. It's had a very, very big price. Thankfully, in our country, we don't have to pay that much. Still, the health cost is definitely rising up in our country as well. But here, it's exorbitant. It's really exorbitant. So people turn, what do you call, bankrupt. People, even in India, for certain diseases, people have to sell land, sell homes. It's horrible. It's really horrible that the list of lifestyle diseases that I've given in the form, those are the major killers across the world, and especially in the urban population, the educated ones, the educated ones. Now I'm coming to what is helpful. Ignorance is not helpful. Even knowledge is not helpful. If knowledge has been helpful, you'll see all the health practitioners, all the doctors living medicine free, right? But they are not. They are on medication and they are suffering from some diseases. So that means they are not practicing, or maybe their knowledge is not right. They are still following BMI. They are still following something which is not helpful. So it's important to practice the right knowledge, and that's where the magic happens. So I want to invite you to be part of this research. 100 days may appear big, but 100 days is a very short time in your life. Give yourself these 100 days. And once you give yourself 100 days, your life will change. That's my promise. And with your data, my life would change. Life of fellow Indians would change, right? We are going to write and present these papers across the world, and we don't know whom it will help. That's okay, Dilshad. Thank you so much for joining us. So if you have any question about the test, if you have any question about the introductory session, if you have any questions about the EASES form, group, whatever tracking sheet, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead. So group program will start from, so this is the group B, all those who are feeling missing out. Oh, I eat non-veg, oh, I take medicine. I am not 62 years young, I'm younger, whatever. So this is more about the working class who is educated, who is working, who is living in Indian cities. So I have created, it's a double work for me, but I felt as a part of my contribution, let me serve them as well. Again, there is no remuneration, nothing is involved, but yes, it's expected out of, thank you, Sonam, you're ready to commit. Okay, so I'm not, so once you fill up that form, I'll do that, yeah, for even for prostate and UC. And for right now, you may do the basic test of ESR, CBC, and HSCRP. That should be fine. Yeah. And yeah, so that's for the group 2. This is a screenshot that you may take. And that's my email address. That's my social media handle. And Linktree /Meenal Jaiswal, you will take you to many places. And this is my number. Right now, if you can message me, that would be fine. Otherwise, it will be an international roaming call for me. Nothing less, nothing more. And also the time zone. I'm 4.5 hours ahead. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being part of this session on a Saturday morning. And ESR. I'll just type it out. Okay, so I'm just typing it out, all the tests, ESR with PV or hematocrit, ESR, and HSCRP. Okay. H is capital, S is small, but yeah, this should be fine. So you can take, I'll post this in the group also. These tests needs to be done before 10th, and then the form is to be filled. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. You can do so. Yeah. So that's okay, Sunila ji. You can message, but I'll do a group program soon because a lot of people are messaging me for that. Can I get the recording? Why don't you join us at 5 o'clock? So the best thing about joining a program live is you can ask me queries. When you hear it, the recording, you're welcome, Pooja. Thank you so much for coming. Because you coming to this program can only make it work. I can talk to the nice weather and people here, but they are not useful to me. They don't have the skin color and genes I'm looking for. They are not Indians. Yeah, so
क्या कर रहे हो
hello.
आशा
ये कौन है जी?
आय ता
Thank
तिंडी
you. You're welcome. One
काय
sec.
बनवते
काय बनवते हूँ तुम्हाला सांगते काय बनवते. I'm helping people get healthier. Yeah, thank you so much. Mute all. Okay. So sorry for that. Somebody had very unconsciously muted themselves. Yeah, so thank you so much, each one of you, for being here. In case you have any thing, I'll open the group for today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post it there. If you want to join this program again, I'll do it in the evening. It will be 9:30 at night for me. And maybe I'll do it here, but this gets closed by 9. Let's see if it's open. Otherwise, I do it from my room. And thank you, each one of you. Namaste. I welcome you, invite you. If you belong to that category, please join this program because we need people. We are not the ones who are going to fight for our country at the borders. They are soldiers who are doing their job, but this is something we can commit for our own health. If you want to make our country better, live longer, be healthier. This is the smallest thing. I always say this to my client. If you want to give the biggest gift to your parents, to your loved ones, to your God, to your country, to your community, take care of your health. And let this sentence sink in your head. It's the biggest gift. If you have children, you know what I'm saying. They can't give you anything bigger than this, than taking care of their health. If you have parents, you know what I'm talking about. So for your loved ones, for your country, for your countrymen, for this world, take care of your health. Pehla sukh nirogi kaya. With that thought, thank you so much for your time. If you want, you can join me as well. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being there. Thank you, Vinita. Thank you, Pooja.